Wow, look what a beautiful gun that right there is. Wow, now that is a piece of artwork right there. Beautiful old-fashioned walnut stock, just like they should have. I never have cared for plastic stocks on a rifle. Look at that. Get the bolt here. I ain't put it together yet. Look at this. Beautiful gun right here. Short action. And let's see. That is just a light little gun. Quality gun. I mean, I can't wait to get out tomorrow. Going to go and find me a good scope, put on it, and then we're going to go out and shoot a few rounds through this thing and see what it'll do. So, you know, I always love getting my hands on a new gun. And so y'all stay tuned and we'll go out and see what this thing will do and do a review on it. Bergara B14 Woodsman 308. Come over. This is my new Bergara B14 Woodsman that I picked up just the other day. It's the first time I've been out to shoot it, and you know, 10 shots, I'm already pretty close to the bullseye. It was shooting high. They said they bore sighted. I don't think they've done that good of a job, but it was shooting high. I didn't know exactly where it was hitting because I ain't got the best target up there. But after I found out it was hitting high, we just made a few adjustments, and within about 5 shots, we've got it grouping pretty good. So that tells you a lot about a rifle when it's just out of a box and you can group it pretty good. And I'm still not quite used to it, you know, but this trigger pull is great. You know, most guns, when they come from the factory, and I've never bought a gun. In all the years of hunting and shooting guns, I've never bought a gun from the factory, from the box, that I've ever been happy with the trigger. I've always took it to a gunsmith and let's play with this trigger and get it down. Because most rifles and shotguns both, they usually come from the factory, you know, right about 6, 7 pound. You know, you might find one every once in a while, you know, around at 5 pound. But boy, this is perfect. This is the first gun I've ever bought where the trigger is absolutely perfect. It's right, probably, you know, just guessing, probably right at 3 pound range where, man, you start squeezing, it's going off. And when you're shooting a rifle, especially in a hunting condition, you know, that's so important because when you're shooting, a lot of times, you know, deer just stops real quick. You got to make a quick shot. As soon as you put that crosshair, you don't want to be up there squeezing and moving that rifle around, because that's the difference in a gut shot deer or a hip shot deer or a clean miss on maybe the buck of a lifetime. You want a really good, you know, just real crisp trigger. Somewhere around that 4 pounds or under is a good start. So, you know, if you don't like them really, really light, you know, like this one's pretty light. Actually, but that's the way I like them. And had this gun not had that, I would have took it and told them to get it down to about 3 pounds, because that's what I'm used to. But if you want about a 4 pound trigger is pretty good. But you know, it's really important. Good rifle shooting is good triggers. All right. So, but this rifle so far is just really, really impressive. It really is. I went with the short action, you know, 308. You know, I've got different models, and I mean, I've got different calibers. I hadn't had a 308. I hunt a lot in the mountains, you know, back in the east, and so this is really going to be a good mountain rifle. You can just kind of carry around, shooting tight quarters. I'm sighting it in pretty close, you know, about probably 2 inches high at 50 yards instead of 100, because, you know, I'm probably not going to shoot no 200-yard shots where I hunt. And I like my 50, most deer I shoot, you know, 70, 80 yards, less than 100 yards. So I want it right where I put it. In fact, I can't tell you the last year that I ever shot a deer at 150 yards. I really can't, probably years ago. Because, you know, most places I hunt, you know, and really it just depends on where the terrain you're hunting and where you're hunting is really how you need to sight your rifle in. But you want a rifle, like I said, with a good trigger and with a good scope, and that's something that you can shoot. All right, you don't want to get out here with these great big high-powered guns if recoil bothers you, or you know, or if it's too heavy and you're going to be moving around. You don't want that. You want to find a rifle that's perfect for you. Even if it's a 243, all right, you want to find a rifle that's perfect for you. But this is one of the most, I mean, look at that. That's a pretty gun. You know, I went with the Woodsman because it's a wood stock, and that's just Americana to me. You know, I mean, that's just Americana as can be. I don't like plastic stocks on a rifle. And but this is just a beautiful gun, and it's really an impressive shooting gun, what I can tell so far. And I'm looking forward to hunting with it in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and hunt with it this season, get my first deer with it, and that's always exciting when you got a new weapon and you're out there. But today I'm not really trying to drive tax today. You know, I'll get out here to 100 and a little bit beyond here in probably in the next week or so. But today I'm just pretty much going through this box of shells to get the gun, you know, kind of get the gun broke in and get used to the trigger and get used to just get used to it. And when you got a new gun, you've never hunted with it before, you just bought it, you don't really want to care so much about putting, you know, hole on hole or even the super tight group at first. You want to get the gun broke in. That's pretty much, I'm just pretty much wasting a box of shells. Not wasting, I mean, every one of them shots right there in the last 8 or 9 shots would have devastated a deer. You don't want to freak out if you're not hitting, you know, hole on hole. Really, if you're having trouble getting confidence built up in your shooting, what you need to do for a hunting situation is pretty much what we did years ago. When I was a kid, we never shot at targets. You know what we shot at? We shot at a paper plate. You know, some paper plates at hunting camp. We'd go put a little dot on it, and I remember, you know, I remember my dad and uncles and all that. They say, if you can hit that plate, you can kill a deer, and that's pretty much the truth. You know, that's pretty much the kill zone of a deer. So if you're having a confidence issue, what you need to do is take your plate out there, just a dinner plate, you know, a little 8-inch plate is about what they are. Put it up there, and if you can hit that plate, you've killed a deer. So maybe that'll increase your confidence also. So I'm not, and like I said, every one of them shots would have killed a deer, but we'll fine tweak it for them, you know, shots that maybe is tight quarters and all that. We need to make sure it's as good as we can get it. But get out there and just run a load, you know, run a box of loads through your gun. Get used to the pull, get used to the trigger, get used to the feel, but don't flip out if you're not hitting, you know, tack driving it. Okay. Remember, you're out there hunting. You're not out there sniping. You're out there hunting. So you put that bullet in an 8-inch kill zone, you're gonna kill that deer. I can tell you right now, y'all need to check this gun out and check it out on their website, Bergara, and you know, try to find you a dealer close by and go check one out. It's a beautiful gun and it shoots really, really good. So smooth bolt. I mean, it's on a 700 frame, so if you're a 700 shooter like I've been for years, it's really easy to get used to. But check them out at the Bergara website and at your local dealer. We're gonna head to the house. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Just hit that subscribe button down in the corner. I really appreciate it. Also check out the links below, springfevercustomcalls.com, where you can get the Dell Outdoors t-shirt and the Signature Series calls. Check out So-So Outdoors and all the other great links below. Check out my Facebook page, like and follow it. And just remember to have fun this coming year. Get out there, and I hope you kill you a big buck. And I'll see you in the next video.